Now I've got some breaking news from Manchester United.
Premier League 2024-25 final day, full reaction, review, and highlights. Match day 38 of the Premier League season is always dramatic, but the final day of the 2024-25 campaign was one for the history books. From final day heartbreak to last-minute European qualifications, controversies to emotional farewells, this year's Championship Sunday delivered it all. Here's the full story. Nottingham Forest 0-1 Chelsea. Chelsea secured a top 4 finish and a return to the UEFA Champions League after a nervy 1-0 away win at Nottingham Forest. Levi Colwill rose to the occasion, heading in from a corner in the 54th minute, a goal that ultimately sealed their 4th-place finish. Enzo Maresca, in his debut season at Stamford Bridge, guided Chelsea to Champions League qualification, a massive improvement after a turbulent few years. Despite Forest putting up a fight, Chelsea held firm, with goalkeeper Đorđe Petrović making several key stops. Post-match reaction: "We've come through a lot this season. The boys have grown, we've matured, and now we're back where we belong, the Champions League," said Maresca. Perhaps the most controversial result of the day came at Old Trafford. Aston Villa needed just a point to clinch a Champions League spot but fell to a 2-0 defeat against Manchester United, who had nothing to play for but pride. Villa thought they had scored in the 22nd minute, but the goal was controversially disallowed after a lengthy VAR check. Worse still, goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez was sent off in the second half after rushing out and clattering into Alejandro Garnacho. United capitalized, scoring twice through Marcus Rashford and Bruno Fernandes. As a result, Villa fell out of the top 5 on goal difference, a heartbreaking end to an otherwise strong season. Newcastle suffered a 1-0 home defeat to an Everton side already safe from relegation, but results elsewhere played in their favour. Despite the loss, they leapfrogged Aston Villa into 5th place, securing a place in next season's UEFA Champions League. Post-match reaction: "We didn't do it our way today, but we did it. Champions League football is coming back to St James Park," said a relieved Eddie Howe. Manchester City finished the season in 3rd place after a composed 2-0 win away at Fulham. Goals from Ilkay Gundogan and Erling Haaland gave them the 3 points in what was likely Kevin De Bruyne's final Premier League appearance. Gundogan's spectacular overhead kick in the first half stunned Fulham fans, while Haaland added a second from the spot after a handball by Tosin Adarabioyo. Despite winning the UEFA Europa League midweek, Spurs ended their Premier League season on a bitter note, suffering a humiliating 4-1 home defeat to Brighton. Brighton were electric, with João Pedro scoring twice and Simon Adingra tormenting Tottenham's fullbacks. Tottenham finished 17th, narrowly avoiding relegation thanks to goal difference, a record low for a side that had just lifted a European trophy. Fans booed the team off the pitch, demanding clarity over Ange Postecoglou's future. Although the title had been wrapped up in matchday 37, Liverpool celebrated their Premier League triumph with a 3-1 win over Wolves at Anfield. Mohamed Salah, Darwin Núñez, and Luis Diaz were all on the score sheet as Jurgen Klopp closed out the season with 89 points. A 2-2 draw with West Ham confirmed Arsenal's 2nd-place finish. The Gunners came into the final weeks of the campaign neck and neck with Liverpool but faltered with key draws and a damaging loss to Fulham in April. The bottom of the table was equally dramatic. Ipswich's fairytale return to the top flight ended with relegation after a 3-0 defeat at Brentford. Leicester and Southampton joined them in the drop, despite spirited performances in the final month. The 2024-25 Premier League season delivered drama, passion, and unpredictability until the very last whistle. From Liverpool's dominant run to the heartbreak of Villa and the resurgence of Chelsea, This campaign reminded fans worldwide why the Premier League remains the most exciting league in football.